Just a minute. Hi. Sorry.
Can I come in?
Oh, please.
I've been looking all over town for you. You're hard to find, Marion.
Oh, I was trying on clothes like a fashion show for Liza, trying to make a decision for tonight. Oh. What do you think?
This one, the color is so warm, and this one feels like fog, like a heart of a cloud. And that one looks like every star on a summer evening. And this one is this says, look at this lady. She is something special. Liza, what do you think?
Oh, I think they're all attractive, Stuart.
Yeah. No one can outshine the lady who's going to be wearing it, though. The reason I came was to bring you these. They're gardenias. They're white, so they go with anything that you might want to wear.
Oh, thank you, Stuart. Oh, Stuart.
If you don't like them, you don't have to wear them.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, they smell so wonderful.
Oh, look, Liza. The pistil and the stamen.
What?
It's the story of creation, you know. Pistil and the stamen, and then pollen, and then a baby flower. Isn't that glorious?
Mother, you're scaring me.
Oh, no, Stuart has been tutoring me, and yesterday the subject was pollination and respect for all species.
Yeah, well, we should be good to all insects, especially bees. Bees.
Well, on that note, listen, Mother, why don't you take these to the fridge in the lounge? Keep them fresh. I just want to talk to Stuart for a minute.
Oh, all right, darling. I'll be back in a flash.
All right, thanks.
Bye, Stuart.
Bye. She walks in beauty like the night. You wanted to talk to me about something?
Yeah, this is kind of important, Stuart.
Okay.
Well, do you think that Adam is up to something with this dinner party? Trying to hurt my mother?
This court has examined the evidence concerning the wrongful death of James Thomason and finds that there is probable cause to try Miss Brooke English for murder in the first degree. This trial will go forward.
Your Honor, I respectfully petition the court to revoke bail and have the defendant remanded back into custody.
On what grounds are you asking bail be revoked?
The defendant has already shown a willingness to flee. And now that the case is moving forward, the incentive to flee is much, much greater.
Your Honor, the prosecution's request is without foundation. Bail has already been set at an inordinately high level and paid $1 million cash. Miss English is a vital and responsible member of the community. She has a house here. She has a family here. She runs a homeless shelter here. She owns and manages a national magazine located in Pine Valley. Her roots are here. Her family, her home, her job. She ain't in no danger of fleeing no jurisdiction.
Bail will be continued, Mr. McLean, unless you can present hard evidence that the defendant is indeed contemplating flight. If the defense has any additional motions, I'll entertain them now.
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
We would like your permission to pursue a justifiable homicide defense in the matter of the death of Jim Thomason.
Your Honor, there are no relevant grounds to entertain that defense.
The court will take a 15-minute recess, then I'll hear your arguments.
Listen, if he was going to allow us to argue justifiable homicide, why wouldn't he say it straight out?
No, judges always take some time to determine on motions like that.
Yeah, and plus we have a better chance with a motion.
Absolutely. I mean, there's certainly been precedent set. How about the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Jane Burns?
Wait, how did you know about that case, Janet?
Well, I'm no stranger to the law. I even defended myself in court once. But I'm sure I don't have to remind you of that.
Beauty, a walking law book. What a dame, huh? What a dame.
You know what, Brooke? You really don't need to stick around for this next segment. It's going to be mostly procedural, technical.
I could take you out for a cup of coffee while your team finishes their motion.
That would be a great idea. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Listen, thank you, all right? And when you can tear Trevor away, thank him for me, too.
Will do.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Okay.
What's happening?
Hey, why did you kill Thomason?
Is it true, Thomas?
No comment. My children are not a part of this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Miss English will be giving a press conference in 5 minutes in room 602. She'll answer all your questions then. That's room 602, people, right down there.
All right. Come on. Let's get set up here, bro.
There isn't any press conference.
Yeah, and there's no room 602. Why don't we get out of here before they figure that out?
All right, listen, let's not jump to conclusions, okay? That explosion could have been an accident, a coincidence.
There have been a lot of coincidences lately.
I still don't feel like it was Camille.
The woman's obsessed with punishing Adam. What are you talking about?
Wait, but she doesn't have to blow up an entire building.
All right. Enough about Camille. It was all very upsetting, and it's a beautiful day, and I'd really like to go out to the greenhouse, maybe pick some flowers.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah. Give me a hug, my hero. Hurry up, okay? Edmund, don't work too hard.
How did you escape that bullet, man? You were in the apartment last night when I called.
It was like pulling teeth trying to get her out of that apartment. She was convinced that she had to celebrate our first anniversary in the apartment. All right? So finally I convinced her that we'd have a better time at the Sleepy Hollow Inn. And that's where we were when the building came tumbling down.
If it wasn't for those visions that you had?
If it wasn't for those visions that I had, we'd be dead.
Did you have a vision about that place last night?
I had no idea until I came here this morning and Ryan told us about the place blowing up.
I'm starting to believe this stuff now.
Thank God Frederick's right about the stuff not having to come true the way I've seen it. I mean, the question is Haley safe? I mean, was last night it, was the explosion it? Or is there still something or someone out there waiting to kill Haley?
And now, the time.
Maybe the visions were symbolic.
What am I supposed to do with that?
No. I mean, maybe it wasn't the circumstances of the danger that was the message, just that there was danger. And it was just a warning to stay away from certain disaster areas to make you more aware.
The visions were too intense, too real.
Okay, but Haley escaped the explosion.
There are 3 death scenes. 3. Okay, there was the apartment, and there's holidays, and now there's the carnival. Now, we can talk about symbolism and the metaphors and predictions till we're blue in the face, but I still have this gut feeling that she's at risk.
Trust your gut.
I mean, the scenes are all different, but the end the same.
So maybe there will be 3 attempts. Or 3 accidents.
Listen, the carnival, at the carnival, Haley gets hit in the head with a hammer. That's not an accident. But at least one good thing came out of all this.
What's that?
Maybe I can use the visions as warnings. To keep one step ahead of the bad stuff. Now, getting Haley out of that apartment last night changed her fate. Mm-hmm. So just as long as I keep changing things, I can keep her safe. Right? But the problem is, I never know which damn circumstances I need change.
I know. The carnival. You can avoid a carnival, right? But Haley pulls a 60-hour shift at holidays, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Thomason was a known child pornographer. He boasted that he knew the location of Brooke English's son, said that he would make lurid photographs of her son, just the way he made lurid photographs of her daughter.
Miss English feared that Thomason would do even more than photograph the child. In fact, she feared that he would kill the child as payback for her actions.
She knew he was a killer. Provocation, he would kill again.
But Thomason had proven himself to be fearless, irrational.
Your Honor, the defense is trying to put the victim on trial.
Mr. Dillon, Miss Kiefer, be careful.
Now, the state concedes that Thomason had a criminal past, even that he may have been mentally unbalanced. But that did not entitle the defendant to shoot an unarmed man in the back and then to unload her weapon into him while he was on the ground, on his hands and knees, and already bleeding to death.
Your Honor, the defense is not asking for the sun, moon, and stars. We are simply asking for a chance to demonstrate to the jury that Miss English had no other choice than to shoot Jim Thomason. Now, allowing Jim Thomason to walk out that door would have been akin to unleashing on an unsuspecting world a force of pure evil. Now, Miss English doesn't want to plead insanity. She doesn't want to plead down to manslaughter. She honestly believes that she had to kill Thomason in order to protect the lives and well-being of others who could not protect themselves. It's that belief, Your Honor, as you very well know, that is a key to justifiable homicide.
Mr. Dillon, Miss Kiefer, have you advised your client as to the risks inherent in this defense?
Oh, you betcha, Judge.
Miss English is aware that she could end up serving a term of life in prison if convicted.
Yes, Your Honor, she is.
Her one request is a plea of justifiable homicide.
Really?
She wants to face a jury of her peers and explain her actions and her motives. She wants a fair trial.
Mr. McLean?
I have nothing further.
You'll have my decision within the hour.
So, all right.
Excuse me. You did a wonderful job. You were magnificent.
We can't do this here. Let's get some coffee, huh?
Okay.
So what's with Dillon and the Love Bandit?
Don't ask.
That good, huh?
It's their honeymoon.
You're kidding.
Nope, married just last night.
Interesting. So, will your romantic interest be joining us too?
There is no romantic interest.
I see.
And will your girlfriend be dropping by later to take you out to lunch?
The only woman in my life right now is that one right up there with the blindfold on. So you did a nice job on that plea argument today.
Thank you.
But I don't think it's going to get you where you want to go.
We'll see about that.
About a lot of things.
Here we are.
Are you sure you know how to sail?
Yeah, I've been sailing since I was 6-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Boating on the Danube?
That and other places.
The bathtub?
All right, I'm going to have to tell you the whole story, aren't I? My father, Hugo the Horrible, he wanted me to rule the waves besides ruling the steps, so he hired a sailing instructor to teach me the ropes.
A sailing coach?
An American Cup winner.
I'm very impressed.
As I should have been, but I wasn't. All I wanted to do was sink the boat. I mean, come on. You know, the sound barrier had been broken. All my father wanted to do was invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in yachts. I wanted to move. I didn't want to creep along.
Hence the jet instead of the sloop.
Right, sailing is slow.
Better to scuttle the boat and swim to shore, you mean?
Yeah.
What?
It's just, all right. There was this time when I drilled a hole right in the middle of my father's handmade antique guide boat. I then filled the hole with soap. I waited for the soap to melt, the boat to sink, and then I got to see my father swim all the way to shore.
Oh, boy. I have to say, that is the Dimitri I think that people know, the one who pushes things to the edge.
Yeah, well, if you don't push, you're not going to find the edge.
What did your father do when he got back to shore?
He beat the tar out of me with his belt.
I bet you weren't laughing then.
Actually, I was laughing, which made him hit me that much harder. Come on, let's take her out.
You want me to go out on the water with you?
Brooke, I promise I don't sink boats anymore.
No, it's not the getting wet that concerns me.
What then?
It's the sailing under false pretenses.
The what?
I know what you're doing, and I want you to stop.
Every 3/4 ounce